What's good, internet? My name is attackslug, and yes, this looks a little weird because this is my second time recording this video because the first time the power went out and that actual game footage is unusable. However, here's the footage of me reacting to the power going out because my camera records on a battery separately. Roll that footage. And as I sat and did that editing, the power just went out. And so to catch you up, what happened was I was on my last week of NXT. I beat Cameron Grimes. I retained my NXT North American Championship. And then Paul Bearer from the Hall of Fame came calling. I said, sure, let me sign a 3-week deal at the Hall of Fame and do that. And then Bret Hart lost his clothes and borrowed mine, and then power went down. And because I was in the middle of editing my moveset when the power went down, I had to recreate my entire character because it all just reset for I don't know why. So here we are in the Hall of Fame, 11,000, unsigned. Look, man, it's been a day. I'm filming this after lunch, so you know it's been a day. Hopefully, it'll still be up at 5 p.m., for you guys, but good God Almighty, it has been certainly something. Raw have a new policy of long-term contracts. Sign me, Raw. Sign me. NXT have crowned Karrion Kross their new NXT North American Champion, but only because I left. But also, Kross is feuding with Dream, so he might be Crossy 2 belts at some point, but not my beardness. Paul Bearer. Oh, yes. What? My input? You're just tossing me out of the door already? In my rated R superstar t-shirt? Oh, right. He said I was going to be in the movies. I am literally unsigned. I'm back to the dojo, and I'm fighting Cedric Alexander. Look, let's have a match here. Like, give me something. But I had my time in the Hall of Fame there with Paul Bearer, and now I'm here. It's an honor. Yes, it is an honor for you, Cedric, to be here with a real superstar like attackslug. So, shouldn't you be making a movie, writing a book, instead of being here in this gym with Albert, with A-Train, with Sweet Tea, if you will, Tensai? But let's take care of Cedric and deal with that and welcome you to a not-so-fine Thursday. Not so fine at all. And I have no idea who you are, Cedric. So relax. You and your lumbar check and your big swole wife. But I'm going to make you famous. Taker style. So yeah, I couldn't find the same white pants that I had last time. I honestly have no idea which those are. So that sucks. Also, who's in the ring here besides Sweet Tea? I have no idea. But I am back to having my totally random moveset, which was the whole point. So, I guess let's get into NXT and AEW, which I already talked about, but that video is gone, so I can't do a whole lot about that. So, Leon Ruff and Kushida fought Gargano and Theory as part of The Way, watching too much Mandalorian, clearly, and Theory pins Leon Ruff, I do believe, I do declare. You had Tyler Rust, which was Thatcher's student, fighting Ciampa, and of course, Thatcher came out ringside for that affair, but got tossed back to the back, and of course, Ciampa wins that encounter. What's going on here with the outside? Who is that? Matt Bloom? Oh, MVP. Of course, MVP. That's the hurt beardness. Why wouldn't it be? Orton pose. Why wouldn't it be? So, that was a nice Claymore. Claymore. Now, there was something here different, though, in that Bivens is back after that whole Indus-Share Keith Lee incident that happened with them leaking out stuff early and that whole thing. But he's trying to recruit Rust. So perhaps a new faction for Bivens as a manager. So back on TV and all of that beardness. Happy to see it. Happy to see it. Right? But the #1 contender match to find out who's going to fight Finn Balor at New Year's Evil, where everything is evil, was Kyle O'Reilly and Pete Dunne and Cedric onto the table. Very nice. And there was chaos at the start of this match. Just absolute unbridled chaos with all kinds of The Era and Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, Breezango, Killian Dane, Drake Maverick, and they all go to the back to have this one-on-one matchup to see who's going to fight Finn Balor at New Year's Evil. And guess what? Once again, it's going to be Kyle O'Reilly. I hope they keep things a bit safer this time and don't break anything this time. That'd be nice, you guys. Like, sure, make it look good, but don't actually get yourself injured if you could possibly help it. And now, come on. Come on, Seti. Come on, Seti. You're going to get up and you're going to get down for that lumbar check. I wanted to do Burning Hammer, but I'll take taking your move. That's fine. Beat you with your own move. Attack Slug. Just that good. And now you know, Cedric. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Boom! A-Train. Oh, God. Don't punch A-Train. He'll get you. Considering my popularity is at 95%, you would think somebody would come calling. Anybody. For real, though. I'm back in the dojo, the hottest free agent in the game right now. Good God almighty. Jeff Hardy has left SmackDown to go to Impact. Again. AJ Styles is glad that Jeff Hardy left SmackDown. Sami Zayn is glad that Jeff Hardy left SmackDown. Cassius Ohno released by Raw. Going back to the Indies. Austin Aries, the highest paid wrestler on Impact. Rezar, no longer with Akam. Disbanding their team. Pentagon Jr. no longer managed by Pac. The bastard. Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix have agreed to... What? They're Lucha Bros. How can they not be a team? Cedric Alexander has ditched MVP after losing to me. Cedric and Shelton have broken up. The hurt beadness is done. Chuck Taylor no longer under the management of Orange Cassidy. No longer best friends. Chucky T and Trent, done. P.D. Williams, the toughest wrestler in Wrestling Revolution. And the whole industry has been enjoying increased popularity in 2022. I'm at 96% popularity here. Triple H, finally! Finally! I want to work for Raw. I want to fight the Beast Brock Lesnar. I'm not a priority? That's fine. Get me on the roster and I will show you why I should be a priority. Game. Alright, so no guaranteed creative. 35 weeks. I'm not going to argue this deal, but I do want to add creative. So can I add creative, take out health? Is that a amenable swap here? Game. Okay, so he doesn't want to give me creative. What if I take less money? I'm being very careful here to not... What? No! Really, game? Really? You're passing up on a two-time NXT champion. You're passing up on an NXT North American champion. You're not going to sign... Look, can I challenge somebody from Raw here? Because that's... Not training. Can I just... What? Hold on. No, yeah. Go to Raw and challenge Brock Lesnar. Hey, boy. How about you fight me? But I know what you're going to say. You're going to say inferior brand. I get it. But your boss just tried to sign me, and I should have just signed with him. I should have just signed with him. But I wanted that creative control. I really did. Nope, your brand is, yeah, all right. Look, I understand. I beat Taker, but I understand. I can't believe that Triple H did not want to renegotiate after I said, hey, give me creative. I would have taken it back and continued to negotiate. But he didn't want to renegotiate. So here we are with still the Hall of Fame background, so whatever. There wasn't an option for dojo background, so I don't know, man. It is what it is. Boa and Xia Li still doing their weird vignette video package things. It's fine. Indy Hartwell, Shotzi Blackheart had a match, but it was a DQ with a trophy. And so Shotzi technically wins, but doesn't really win. This is the way. Bronson Reed back next week, so good to see that big, thick boy back in the building. Happy with that. Karrion Kross beat some jobber. He's fighting Damian Priest at New Year's Evil. I'm not sure what they're doing with Everrise, but it's hilarious, and I'm enjoying that. Everrise rules. It's like it's so lame that it's hilarious, and I'm enjoying that quite a bit. Dexter Lumis is the host of New Year's Evil. So I guess that's like, look. Stu, aka Way Barrett, brought up a good point. How do you host when you don't talk? How is that a thing that's happening with that? I don't understand. But hey, it is what it is. And the main event was Tony Storm versus Rhea Ripley. And Tony gets the win because of Raquel Gonzalez and a referee that was distracted. So that was NXT. Let us talk about what happened on AEW. Still kind of spinning their wheels a little bit, like obviously as a follow-up to last week, not as impactful. No pun intended there. It was okay, but there was still kind of like things happened, but they didn't really feel like they happened. I don't know. It was an average episode and nothing that was like, oh my god type business, right? But Hangman Page and the Dark Order. My pants are dirty. They're not white. What the hell? Fought Hardy Party. And Hardy Party won, but Matt Hardy got all the glory there. That was a bit of a, like, not quite heel turn, but shades of it, of him turning on the party. But we'll see. You know, it's the start of that, so it's something. And tap out, Chucky T. Let me win, Chucky T. Now then, the big announcement on this episode of Dynamite was that Cody and Brandy are expecting a little kid, a little Rhodes, if you will. So congrats to them on that. What is with Dynamite and announcing babies? I do not know. It's hilarious. Pick him up and hit that knee to face. And then make him tap. That should be it, Chucky T. Anyway, Cody beat Angelico here in a pretty good match. And then comes Team Taz to kind of taunt Cody. And here comes Sting again to kind of just come out and point his bat and look at Darby. And again, like I said, this episode was fine for Dynamite, but kind of like a whole lot of just spinning your wheels on stuff. Because it's the end of the year, and it's just kind of whatever at this juncture of the game. So there was that. Now, there was a 12-man tag match. I'm not going to sit here and discuss because whatever. But the Inner Circle won that match after Jake Hager did a terrible F10, which is the finisher of Wardlow. So, you know, they're still kind of having that business go. But, man, did you not show him how to do that move properly? Because it looked bad. And, of course, MJF got the pinfall on that. And it was fine. They're still continuing Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa with that. But not a match, just kind of a backstage interview into a brawl type thing with Rebel, whatever the hell her name is. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's a mystery. SCU fought the Acclaimed. And the Acclaimed is doing that John Cena gimmick of just, you know, doing the rapping pre and post match. And my opinion is stick to one. Like, either do it pre-match or do it post-match. One or the other, but don't do it both. Like, that's... Come on. Come on now. So you can't roll me up. It's submission move only. And what is with Albert's giant bald head in my way? Not cool. Not cool, Sweet Tea. Not cool. Okay, but Acclaimed won that match with a boombox. You know, referee didn't see it, didn't happen, and then challenged the Bucks afterwards for those tag team titles. And we'll see how that turns out. Roll through and get it in a submission. No, lock in a submission. You can't roll them up. It's not going to work. Now then, Ivelisse and Diamante fought Deeb and Swole. And Deeb and Swole win that match. And after the match, we got Nyla Rose and Red Velvet. And also, the fact that Brandy is now pregnant means that we're not going to have to see Brandy and Jade Cargill. So, thank you. Thank you. Brandy has gotten better on promos. I don't want to see a Brandy Rhodes match. So, this saves us from that. Thank God. FTR takes issue with the vignette for Jurassic Express for some reason. That's kind of their next feud there. Top guys doing that. It's fine. Sure. That match should be okay. Really? Just sat on me. And your main event was Kenny Omega versus the Bad Boy. Because there is continuity in AEW. Which means that because Omega did not fight Joey in that first round for that tournament for the AEW, you know, Eliminator title thing, that he didn't beat Joey, and he wanted a shot. So if the Bad Boy could beat Omega here, he would have gotten a shot at the title. But unfortunately, he did not win that match. Now, I should mention, I totally skipped on the Eddie Kingston segment, and that had a bunch of guys in it, including Pac, who all the dirt sheets said was back in the UK for the holidays. And no, he's still in AEW. He's still here. So that's hilarious. Y'all said, no, he's just not going to be here. And guess what? He was here. Good time. One-winged angel. No one kicks out. We'll get that here in a second. So yes, Omega 1, the bad boy, did not kick out of the one-winged angel. And I feel like the more commentary is playing up the fact that no one has kicked out, to me says someone is going to kick out. If it's going to be anybody, I would say it's going to be Hangman Adam Page will be the first one to kick out of the one-winged angel. But post-match, speaking of continuity, and I love continuity, we had Pac re-emerge and say, guess what? Also, who won the first round in the tournament that they had? Rey Fenix, who was then injured, and taking his place was Pentagon. So he talked to Tony Khan, and now Phoenix gets a shot at Omega for that belt on Dynamite. That was Dynamite. That was NXT. That was Wednesday. I want to beat Chucky T here with a submission hold, and it's been a problem. He's just too strong for you, boy. Knee to face. How many times, Chucky T? How many times? So this is the one downside to the random moves, and that is the submission matches are a problem. Because I can't predict when I'm going to have a submission and do that. And I might just tap here. That might just happen. Chuck T? No, it didn't happen. There! He tapped. He tapped. It's over. And Maria Canales is here. But why? I'm not doing this gig. I spent almost an hour today filming, so I had to film twice. So, tough luck. You are SOL. Bloom, I'm done for the night. I'm a two-time NXT champion. I had that North American title, and I should have gone to Raw. That should have happened, but it didn't. But it's the end of my week, so I don't really care. So it is what it is. Somebody has got to give your boy a look here and hire me, but that's not going to happen until next week. I'm so tired. All right, The Fiend renewed his deal on SmackDown. Will Ferrara going to New Japan. Scorpio Sky has unfortunately passed away. Lawler's skill is up. Big Kaz defeated Sin Cara to be the new Wrestling Revolution champion. And a Scorpio Sky tribute here. I'm not going to Ring of Honor. I'm not. Raw, SmackDown, AEW, New Japan. Those four. Ring of Honor, no. We know you are the lowest rated wrestling in this beardness. So I am hitting B immediately. Nah. Ain't happening. Not going nowhere. Get out of my face. Bring back Triple H. Matt Bloom, what do you want? I'm trying to finish this video, Matt Bloom. Improve your skill to 84% by the first week of April, or you'll be getting I'm already in the dojo. You can't fire me, right? Right? Yokozuna at the Memorial Show. That's really weird. I'm attackslug. Tomorrow, Pixel. Saturday, TLC predictions. I'll see you then. I'll see you next time. Peace.